Brandon Gordon.
Do you remember an individual coming in somewhere around 1 o'clock that you noticed an interaction you had with them?
And seen a car just come rolling in real quick. Immediately, when it's typically a slow day at the hospital, and then you finally get a patient, you're like, oh, what's going on now? So he checked in and seemed kind of walking in pretty quick, asking for, is so-and-so person here? And I asked the relation, yes, and that's when I proceeded to say, hey, they're in the back. And he kind of stared off at me, went to the door, and just left.
Deputy Filiberto Gonzalez.
What my question specifically is kind of when he's giving you the explanation about what he did or didn't do at the hospital, what did you think about that?
I found it suspicious.
Anything on the vehicle that also caused you some concern or issues?
Yeah, so I walked around the car and I remember looking at the tires and that and the back bumper, like the trunk area. And what caught my attention off the tires was they live in a gated community, and there was like a white, when you drive your vehicle off-road, you get the white dirt and stuff like that on the trim of the tires. I saw that, and then I walked around the back, and I also saw that there was like when you back up like into some trees or bushes and the branches break and they transfer over, like it transfers over to the vehicle. I saw a little bit of that. I saw some of that on the trunk of the car.
My name is Kristen Schroeder. I'm a deputy with the Bexar County Crime Scene Unit.
Did you see anything of interest on those white doors?
Yes, ma'am. There's on the left side door, there's what appears to be blood near the middle hinge and then near the bottom of the door.
You saw something near the hinge, and I'm pointing up to the top center of the photo, is that right?
Yes.
And then down at the bottom of the door, I'm pointing more towards the middle of the photo.
Yes.
My name's Tony Coburn. It's Kobryn.
For the jury, can you explain the process of how this phone would have came to you, what you would have done with it, and then what you would have done with that information after performing the extraction?
Yeah, on this particular one, I actually did an extraction twice on it, both of them on search warrants. On the first one, it was brought to me from, I was at the Criminal Investigation Office downtown. It was brought to me along with the search warrant. I used what's called, it's a Celebrite UFED. It's a universal forensic extraction device. It's a portable device. Pull the data out just by hooking it up to there, pulling all the data out using Celebrite Physical Analyzer to parse the data out into a report.
And what's the next green bubble then?
I'm going to live by my own principles and protect myself from you under all circumstances. And if you bring up Albin again, I will file the divorce myself. Andreen, I don't care if you filed for divorce. You don't get to determine how I move forward.
My name is Bernadette Rameli.
Bernadette, what area of the store is the individual headed towards right now?
He's headed toward the center of the store, but it's still in the front. Okay, nothing that I have there is the back of the store. It's all in the front, but now he's moving from the outside lawn and garden, inside lawn and garden toward the center.
Are two different transactions?
Yes. There's one transaction that is paid for in cash, and then the next, he closes the till. If you saw that, he pushed the drawer closed. And the next transaction is actually paid for with a debit card.